What's up guys, it's Mantenner here and welcome to my tutorial of how to play remote play on any Android device you want. There's no catch, you don't have to be rooted, there's no survey, um, you really don't have to do too much. If you don't want some input lag, then you'll need to buy a proprietary cable, but that's really not necessary. You can do it via Bluetooth without any real problem, I believe. So without further ado, we're going to jump in. Now, first thing I'm going to do is show you where to download it. So I'm going to do that, and after you've downloaded it, you can either use your computer to do this, or you can download it on your phone. But either way, you're going to have to get the Android file or the Android package on your device first. So first off, I will show you how to allow unknown sources on your device. So we'll just go here and I'll show you how to do that. So what you're going to need to do, as you can see here, it's a little bit bright, so I will just go and turn down my brightness so you guys can see what the hell I'm doing. But what you're going to need to do is go to your settings. So go to settings and then go all the way down to apps. No, to security is where it is. You go security and then you scroll down and you go to unknown sources. Now what this is going to do is it's going to allow you. Now this isn't focusing, but you'll find it no problem. So go to unknown sources. I'm really sorry about the quality. I'm using my webcam here. So yeah, you go to unknown sources and you just tick it. Now what unknown sources means is it allows you to install content that isn't from the Google Play Store. So APK files. Now the APK is just the Android package. So you can install those, which will allow you to install the Remote Play app. Because the thing is, the Remote Play app that we're going to install is for every Android device, not just for the Sony devices. So the only catch here is, I said there was no catches, but there sort of is. You need to have Android 4.0 as a minimum. That's Jelly Bean. Sorry, that's Ice Cream Sandwich. God, that's Ice Cream Sandwich. And most people would have that anyway. You know, if you don't have that, your phone probably isn't powerful enough to run Remote Play anyway. Now, my phone is quite weak, so you don't have to worry about it too much. It's got a Snapdragon 400, which is a pretty bare bones chip. So yeah, you should be able to do it no matter what device you have, really. And I have tried this out, and it works pretty well. I'll also do a comparison of how it goes as opposed to just standard remote play on the PlayStation Vita, so you can see what the differences are like. So without further ado, we're going to jump in, and I'll show you how to download the APK. Okay, so now that you're on your computer or your phone or whatever it is you're going to download it on, download the APK file. That is, you need to go here. You need to go to this URL here. I'm not going to read it out because it's a little bit long, but I'll post a link in the description so that you guys can just click on that and come here. And this is the link to the XDA developers page where you can come down here and you can download the APK and read all the information, see other people's comments and whatnot. Now, I want you to know this is completely okay. There's no viruses or anything here. It's all good. The XDA developers is just what it is. It's a developer website for Android. So developers come here, they pick their device, or the device they've purchased. You can see there's different categories here, and they develop for it. They develop custom ROMs, kernels, modified applications, all those sorts of things, themes, everything. And you can come find your phone here in the category. You can learn about rooting, changing ROMs, all this good stuff. But in the case of what we're doing, we want to look at this one here. This is the most current thread for remote play for Android 4.0 up. Just recently this was updated actually, because it was only for Android 4.4, but now it's for minimum Android 4.0, and you can be anything above. Now you don't need to be rooted as well, and it's a lot simpler than what it was before. So all this weird jargon here, you don't really need to know any of this. Basically, you just need to scroll down and you need to find this link here, this one to Mediafire. You just click it, it'll open up a new tab, and you just download it like this. That's all it is. It'll just download it there, and it's really that easy. Apparently, I've won something. No, thank you. I don't believe I have. Now, I'm also going to link that download link in the description. Um, just, if people don't want to go to this site here and they just want to click the download link, which is fair enough. So you can just get that, and then once it's downloaded, you can either put it on your phone or just install it to your phone, and then I'll show you what to do after that. Okay, so now that you've got your app successfully installed, what you're going to want to do is go to your PlayStation 4 and open up your app at the same time. So I'll just put them up side by side here so that you can see. But what you're going to want to do is go to your PlayStation 4, so you've got it open, go to the Remote Play app on your phone, open it up, and now you see the next button there. The next button is what you're going to use to connect to your PlayStation 4. In my case, I know the quality is a little bit bad, but it's right there. So in my case, I'm not going to do that because I've already connected, but I'll show you what you have to do anyway. So you go down to your PS4, you go to settings and go to remote play connection settings. Now, you're going to go and click add device. It'll come up with this code here. Well, just any code. In my case, it comes up with this code. But what you'll want to do is you'll want to hit next. It'll do this. Now, it won't come up with this error, but it'll do this, and it'll come up with an option to skip. So what you're going to want to do is go to skip. Now, I'm going to do it this way because I've already connected, but it'll come up with this menu here. You'll see it says cancel and skip. So you want to go skip, and it'll prompt you with this menu here. So now that you've got the number up there on the screen there, you want to go to the little bar here, and you want to enter the number. So I'll go and enter 70959488. Now I bet you it'll give me an error saying I'm already connected to it, but for you guys this will work. So I'll go the tick, and then you just go register, and it'll connect, and it will work. As you can see, it's connecting now. It's connected via remote play, and you can see them both here like this. You can go into landscape as well, and then you can use the buttons here like so. So that's pretty much that for actually connecting to remote play. It is literally that simple. It's not difficult at all. So in terms of playing remote play, there are sort of three things that you can do. So the first one is fairly simple. You can use the standard touch controls that are on the screen, which isn't very intuitive unless you have a really good internet connection. Otherwise, it's really laggy and slow and really not that great. Let me just get rid of that notification light. The second way is to use one of these. Let's just get this out of there. It's called, not actually sure what it's called. I think it's just a micro USB to USB adapter. So you've got your male micro USB and your female female standard USB. So what this is going to allow you to do is plug it into the bottom of your phone. I'll just get that into the actual camera view, and you can go and plug it in here, just in the bottom like that. And then you can go and get the cable that you use to plug into your PS4. This one here, you can go and plug that into here like so. Just put that in there like that. Fairly simple. And then even more simple than that is you get your PS4 controller. If I can just get that in there as well, and you just plug that in, and you will see the light go on like so. And that just means that it's connected and you can start using it with your phone. So that's fairly simple. But not everyone wants to use a wired connection, and that's totally fine because Android Lollipop, or most versions of Android, I believe, support wireless controllers. So I'll show you how to do that. So from your home screen, what you want to do is, well, firstly, turn down the brightness because that's killing me. Okay, so you want to go to settings, right? You can just turn on your Bluetooth. Go to settings, go to Bluetooth, and then on your PS4 controller, what you want to do is you want to hold down the share button and the PlayStation button at the same time. So you hold it down, and you want to hold it down until you see this white light start flashing like so. And you'll also notice on your device that a controller should show up. Of course, it's not actually showing up for me right now, but it should indeed show up at some point. So I'll just turn off my Bluetooth and turn it back on again, just so we can find it. So there we go, wireless controller. It's still a little bit hard for you to see, but yeah, you can see their wireless controller with the horrible quality, and you may also notice that it is now connected. So then we can go and go back. We are indeed controlling this with our controller, and you know, there's not much input lag at all. It's really quite good, unlike that of my Nexus Play, which I have connected it to. You just got to remember the button mappings are different. Circle is to select things, X is to go back, that sort of stuff. It's not like standard PlayStation. So that's how you connect your PlayStation controller via the two ways. You can get an OTG cable like this. That's what they're called, OTG cables. You can get an OTG cable like this off eBay or your local electronics store. It's really not too expensive depending on where you buy it from. Just keep in mind, if you're using it on some devices like the Nexus Player or other devices with a HDMI connection or any other kind of connection like a headphone jack near one of these, you don't really want the sort of curved nook in it like this, because when you put it in, there's not really any room for anything next to it, as you can sort of see there, which is a little bit annoying. So keep that in mind when purchasing one. You don't want to purchase the wrong one. Okay, so now that we have our PlayStation 4 controller connected via the OTG cable, which you can't see the connector yet, but once you've got it connected, you should be able to control remote play with your PS4 controller. Now the thing is, you have to have the controller plugged in or connected to Bluetooth, however you choose to do it. You have to have it done before you open the app, and then open the app afterwards. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So you can see here that the latency is almost identical. So in this case, I'm going to try and play off remote play. So we'll try a few games. First up, we'll try Destiny. Now that we're actually in game, we can get a bit of an idea of what it's actually like. So it's one thing to keep in mind that you may want to change your sensitivity in certain games, as the screen is smaller and it's a lot harder to be accurate on a smaller screen than it is of a bigger one, especially on a similar sensitivity. So here you can really see how close the latency is, but also how good it can look. Now I've got the settings maxed out. I know that the video quality isn't all that great. My screen's actually a little bit dirty from what we've been doing, touching in stuff to get the remote play set up. But it's just a general idea. You can always try this out for yourself. It's free, no hassle, and there's really no catch. You can legit do it if you have an Android device. It's really not that hard. So I just want to show a bit here, and don't take my video as a good idea of what the latency is like, because there's all sorts of lag between the Elgato and the webcam and just everything else. Now I am playing off my PS4 screen here, but if I try and play off my oh, I just realized the sound is on for my actual remote play. So if I try and play off my device rather than the PS4 screen, it's a little bit trickier, but still like not too hard. I found that the latency is better on Vita than this, but the controller is so much better for like everything. Now it's a little bit hard to see because the brightness is a little bit low as well. But by all means, having the extra buttons and whatnot, instead of like the Vita buttons, is so much better. And all I've tested out is Destiny so far, but I can't wait to test out other games like Elder Scrolls Online, Binding of Isaac, all that sort of stuff. So we've had a connection issue here, which is, common. I guess that's good. We can show what happens. No artifacts yet, which is interesting. So that's pretty good. Now we'll go on and we'll try some Binding of Isaac. We'll go and do that now. Okay, so now that we're here with the Binding of Isaac, we'll go in and we'll have a bit of a go with this then. We'll see how things go. We'll just jump in. I apparently have a run going at the moment, so we'll just continue that one, I guess. Again, like very similar timing. If I try and play off my actual like phone, it's a little bit difficult. It's like because everything's a little bit slower. But it's really not too bad. I found that the Vita is a little bit more responsive, but having the added controller support is very nice. But even for Isaac, it's really like fine in terms of testing latency and stuff like that. It's really like totally fine. And even the quality and everything is like really good. I have it natively on Vita, so there's no reason for me to play the remote play version, especially considering there's crossplay. But if you don't have it and you just want to sit in bed and play it, or be downstairs, someone else is watching TV, this is definitely a good way to do it. And considering you've got your full hardware controls and phones generally have pretty good battery life, this is a no-brainer way to do it. I definitely recommend it. I'll be using this possibly more than remote play on Vita. Oh god, no. Of course, that one came right near me. Okay, we'll test out the boss fight and we'll see how things go with this. It's really hard to play on the angle that I've got it on, but I'll give it a go anyway. Oh, but yep, okay, we died. That's just because I sucked and I couldn't really see the screen. You can probably see my fat head showing up on the screen there, yeah. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll try, you know what? We'll try Minecraft. We'll just see how that goes. So now we're in with Minecraft, and this one is definitely a little bit better actually. Again, you're seeing a little bit more input lag than is actually there. I find this is actually one of the better playing games, but it does seem each game has different latencies. Not really sure what the reasoning for it is, but again, there's like totally no problem playing this. There's not really much reason why you would play this as opposed to just Pocket Edition on your phone, or even if you have a Vita. I don't know like why you'd play this over just the Vita version. In fact, now we're seeing some lag here. Once again, I guess that's good. We can just show off what happens and what you have to deal with when it lags. There was some visual artifacts, and you can see the symbol popped up for a second there saying that, oh, GG man, it's time for us to stop playing. So if this drops out, that's fine. Normally if you drop out, you just reconnect and it's fine. Sometimes it drops out after 20 minutes. That's for the Vita release. I'm not sure what the deal will quite be with the mobile phone version. But overall, I'm quite impressed. Again, you can see I'm a little bit inaccurate, but once you get used to it, it's totally cool. So now we're here with ESO. I might just try and like clean off the grubbiness of this screen. It's really annoying me, to be honest. So as you can see here, if we can get rid of these sneaky buttons here, we'll go in and gameplay recording has been blocked. Okay, that's funny because as far as I'm concerned, we're still definitely playing it. Again, the webcam's seeing it first. That's just because of my latency. That's actually quite annoying. I don't know why it's doing that. It's different for like every game. It's confusing the hell out of me. Nevertheless, just give it a go. You can see how things are going yourself. Or you could buy a Vita. I mean, spending $250 just to do something you could do on your phone for free, I don't know. So it's actually a little bit dark. We'll try and turn up the brightness. I'm in fact getting a phone call. For God's sakes. Okay, so now we're in ESO. This is a little bit wonky and it's a little bit dark, but nevertheless, you can sort of see the basic gist of everything, and it's actually quite good. Um, there is ridiculously low latency here, and it's totally playable. I am super keen for this because on the Vita, you have to use the back touchpads to attack and stuff, and I hate that. So now I've got all my buttons and stuff here. Definitely interested in trying this out later, and just stuffing around with this. So this is really good. I recommend giving this a go. We can we can try and find something to kill if I can remember how to get out of this town over this way. I think, um, and I'll try and do some Vita gameplay of certain games, and I'll just put it side by side with the gameplay that is already here. I'll do some extra gameplay just so you can see what's going on. Okay, so we'll try and find something that is in fact another player. There's some Betty Neshes around here somewhere, I know, so we'll try and find one of those maybe. Here we go. We can deal with some of these spectral wraiths, I think. Okay. I have no stamina. That's awkward. Whoop. Oh, did I block it? No, I did not in fact block it. But they got totally wrecked, so GG noobs. Okay, so now I'll do a side-by-side comparison of just some... oh god, I thought he was going to attack me. I'll just do... oh, it's lagging out a little bit. I'll do a side-by-side comparison of Vita and the mobile remote play. Alrighty. Okay, so now we've got our standard like the sort of double gameplay that I'm going to be doing. Just some walking and some running and whatnot. I apologize for the quality. My webcam looks like relative arse, but you still get the idea. Now I'm only going to do a comparison of ESO because I don't really feel it's necessary to do too much more than that. But as you can see here with the duo comparison, it still looks, it still looks pretty good. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that and you've learned a little bit about how you can play remote play on your phone. Let me know in the comments if it worked for you, how well it worked for you, what phone you use. Do you use the on-screen touch controls or do you use a PS4 controller? Do you have a Vita or do you prefer this method? Let me know. I want to know all this stuff. And if you've got any problems or issues or troubles or whatever, just let me know about them and I'll try and help you out with them. I generally reply pretty quickly. But most of all, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And, if you think your friends might enjoy this, make sure to share it with them. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of whatever you decide to watch on my channel.